Hinokami Tanjiro is disgustingly good and amazing, and I love the character, but I also hate the character for this one reason. Guard crush, the instant guard crush, the ability to do that is absolutely disgusting, and I love it. I really do. But right now, as much as I want to play Hinokami Tanjiro, because of the way that his kit works and me trying to figure out whether or not he works better as a point character or a character in the back and then coming out for more damage is a little bit more difficult for me because of the way that his assists work, and they're more of like combo starters or combo extenders, I suppose, and less things for coverage. Maybe some pressure can be applied to it. But I'm telling you right now, that guard crush move is the coolest thing in the game. Rising Phoenix is such a cool move. He does it and like I can keep it invincible, or I cannot keep it invincible, and then he just flips upside down and cuts half the screen. It's so cool. Regardless of that, let me give you guys the overview of Hinokami Tanjiro. An amazing character with great damage output, super solid distance or speed, I suppose, and overall a very strong character. I'm not really going to say as any character is the best in the game with these overviews. I really just want you guys to understand what makes these characters who they are as characters. Now, if we're talking about Hinokami Tanjiro, for instance, Hinokami Tanjiro, once again, the guard crush move, Rising Phoenix, the ability to do that is amazing. It's such a great, unique move that's super unique to him. Nobody else in the game is able to do that. On top of your regular guard crusher, your hyper armor, your heavy attack, and then the mix-up potential between a lot of that. Hinokami Tanjiro is the type of character that I personally enjoy playing because it allows me to apply mix-up pressure as well as block stun in the same scenarios. There are a lot of scenarios where if you're stuck in a block, Hinokami Tanjiro really makes you guess. I love characters that make you guess on block and then you get opened up for it. And in his case, blocking isn't necessarily the wrong thing to do, but it puts you in a situation where, okay, hey, I'm playing the game, I'm using Hinokami Tanjiro, and I want you to block. Okay, you're blocking, you're used to blocking, I've been guard crushing you for the last 2 rounds. Okay, cool. The 3rd round, you're like, I'm not gonna block anymore. I'm gonna start parrying. I'm going to try and, uppercut you, wake up DP, anything like that. And now you get put in a situation where it's like, okay, great. Now you're doing that. I'm going to call my assist. I'm not going to use guard crush, and I'm going to keep my invincibility frames so that you miss your invincible uppercut or you miss your mash, and then I catch you with my DP. So there's a lot that goes into that, which is just mind games overall. But ultimately speaking, Hinokami Tanjiro might be my kind of character. As you guys can see, we're in training mode, and if you want me to show you a little bit more about Hinokami Tanjiro and the differences between him and regular Tanjiro, you are in the right place. For the sake of the video and for me not having to say this multiple times, I'm just going to say HK Tanjiro, and that will work out. All right, cool. So his attack is relatively the same as the previous Tanjiro, right? The distance on it is roughly the same. So if I want to run back, catch my opponent, I'm going to be doing something like that. And the distance is about here or so. Yeah, right around there. So maybe like a full 2.5 character spaces away. You guys kind of see what I'm doing here. You see the running back and then catching them if they're coming your way, and you can just tilt it so that you actually don't even have to move the stick. Just keep holding back. Literally run away, get to the spot where you know that you can counter them at or catch them, and then just do it. Just press the square button. It works. It's beautiful. I love it. I don't have to flick the stick. I'm used to flicking the stick, and I don't have to do that in this game, which is pretty cool. So that works out for him. His basic string is fine. It allows you to combo into whatever it is that you want to. Now, something about Hinokami Tanjiro is that because his damage output is very similar to Rengoku's, I think he is the 2nd highest damaging character in the game from what I've been testing. Him and Rengoku being the first, Hinokami Tanjiro being the 2nd. You really don't want long combos. I know a lot of other characters might want that. You see Makomo, for instance, where a lot of her damage is just because she has multi-hits, and people are like, oh, I did a 50-hit combo, so cool. In Hinokami Tanjiro's case, you want to maximize your damage as much as possible. So the way that I look at it is I try to treat every combo of his as if it were a red combo counter, because I get more damage that way out of my combos. And this will go into a more in-depth or intermediate guide that I'll release for playing the game itself. once you start to understand some things about it. But something that I'm talking about is something that I've been doing with Shinobu, for instance. I went ahead and posted that tech in the competitive Discord for Demon Slayers. If you guys want to join that, you know where the video is. It's on my channel, and it's also on the official Twitter to go and join the Discord. But there are things called hard knockdowns. Typically speaking, you get a hard knockdown from a grab or certain special moves, right? Most DPs, raw DPs, give you a hard knockdown. Not that. This. Most of them do. In that case, it doesn't, because Hinokami Tanjiro, again, is open for a lot of mixed-up potential. So there's a lot of things that you can go off from doing Phoenix Flash. That's what it's called. It's not called Rising Phoenix, Phoenix Flash. My bad. But yeah, you guys kind of get what I'm saying there with hard knockdowns. So in Hinokami Tanjiro's case, a lot of the things that I want to do is set my opponent up with the combo ender to end in a positional or favorable position for myself. There I go. I can talk. Being in a favorable position allows me to pretty much kind of go over my opponent. I can, do that if I need to. I can back away if I need to. I can catch them on the block. If they're blocking on wake up, I can go for the grab. I can summon my assist. There are a couple of different things that you can do from a hard knockdown compared to a soft knockdown where you run back into the game. But ultimately speaking, Hinokami Tanjiro is he's very strong, and he can make your opponent guess. You just have to learn how to play him. So he's different again from the regular Tanjiro because he doesn't have Water Wheel. He doesn't have Whirlpool as a DP. His DP doesn't work the same way that Whirlpool does at all. And he also doesn't have Waterfall Bassin. HK Tanjiro's skills are way more aggressive. The first up is Cross Slash. Cross Slash is 2 hits, just like that, and it pushes them further away. Does not count as a hard knockdown. You have Directional Move, Scorching Rush, and then Scorching Rush leads into a hard knockdown. So typically, I'm going to end my combos with this so that they're stuck in a hard knockdown. I do believe that you can actually catch them right after that. Most of the time I catch them, it's on a whiff. But yes, you can catch your opponent from doing anything, and you can go into more damage. So roughly about 20 hits or less is what I'm aiming for when it comes to Tanjiro, because I want that damage. He can spit out 40% damage easily. 3 touching your opponent is great. Granted, if they don't have, emergency escape or anything like that. Again, not even including the fact that boost exists and just completely destroys a character. But this helps you. I don't really like to whiff punish with this because it can be beaten out. It's very, 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 very weird how this works. But this move can be beaten out. It can be, they can run around you, or maybe if they're already doing a move and I'm trying to whiff punish their normal attack, what ends up happening is sometimes, a lot of the times, HK Tanjiro is caught in between these. I'm just going to call him Tanjiro. Tanjiro is caught in between the actual slashes. I don't know why it works that way. I don't know how it works that way, but a lot of my matches, a lot of the times, if I see somebody doing something, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to whiff punish you. I'm going to hit you with, my special move. It does not work. So in Tanjiro's case, I do not like playing from afar. When I'm playing Hinokami Tanjiro, I want to be in their face at all times. So I'm looking for assists that jail my opponent. For those new to terminology for fighting games, jailing your opponent means that you are locking them down. It means that you're keeping them in the place that you want to keep them in. So I'm looking for things that help me keep them in the same spot so that Tanjiro can keep applying the pressure that he needs to in order to secure the bag, secure the win, anything like that. Look at that guard crush, bro. Phoenix Flash is so beautiful, and it crumples. It leads into a hard knockdown. I love it. You can't combo it though, which is weird because it takes so long. I don't think it combos into a hard knockdown. But anyway, you guys get what I'm saying. Very up close, very situational. You want to use your assist a lot with this character. Using assist to jail, I think, is more important, and that's what makes me think that Hinokami is going to be a better point character than he would be like a backup, come in, do a lot of damage type of character, because he doesn't really need to fight for space. You just need to play solid. Play solid, walk your way in or dash if you want to, anything like that. Get your parries down, because parries are very crucial for him, because that opens up the blue combo counter. And then when you parry with Hinokami Tanjiro, now all that stuff I told you guys about damage, it still matters, but you have way more opportunity to do like stupid stuff, right? So you can do something like this, and let's just say that you had a blue combo, right? and you want to do that into whatever. Now, because I have the blue combo, I can do this. That doesn't work. Don't listen to me. I lied. Don't do that. Just take that out. Take it out. Don't put it in there. But you guys get the concept of what I'm saying. I'm still not done testing out combos with these characters. At least advanced combos. I know the V&Bs are basic stuff, I guess. It's really easy to do basic stuff. Point being is that you guys get what I'm saying, right? You can lead combos into your ultimate because the blue counter is going to keep them in hit stun a lot longer, and they can't flip out like they did in that previous combo. Parries are very important. Push blocking is very important. Learning how to get away from your opponent and getting back in is very important, right? So if I want to dash out and do this, but then I want to catch them with maybe that because they're chasing me, I'm able to do that. Let's just say that we're on the wall and they wake up with a DP or they wake up parry. I can do something like that and get in really easily because of the way that he works, and then pick up with whatever I need to, right? So now it's open. And you see it's a red combo counter. So I have to close that combo out really quick. You guys need to pay attention to what combo counters you're starting. I think every dive attack starts a red combo counter. I think from what I've seen, everyone does it. So unless there's some situation where you don't get that, then by all means. But for the most part, if you start the combo with a dive, a plunge, it leads into a red combo counter, which is kind of cool because, you know, again, watching your damage. But ultimately speaking, that's it. There's nothing else that I can say about Hinokami that's, you know, significantly different than Tanjiro that I haven't already said. His ultimate art is super cool. It's got a slightly shorter distance than water Tanjiro, right? Because regular Tanjiro, he leaps at you. You know what I mean? From the previous video that you guys saw of the overview with Tanjiro, he jumps. You know what I mean? But in Hinokami's case, he's not really doing. I lied. Oh my God, Tanjiro's broken. All right, so obviously I'm a liar about everything, and Hinokami Tanjiro and regular Tanjiro have these disgusting ranges on their ultimate arts. You can whiff punish whatever you want with their ultimate arts. I'm just gonna throw that out there now. I don't think that Hinokami Tanjiro is a mid-range to long-range character in the slightest, but if I had to say anything, he's definitely up close and personal. You want to stay on your opponent. You want to bully them with Hinokami Tanjiro. But that's really all I have to say about this character. If you guys enjoyed this video, do leave a like, comment down below. If I missed anything, or if you guys think something is important, feel free to always comment it down below. You guys can talk about advanced strategies, basic stuff, little things, grab tech, whatever you want, leave it in the comments. It's all there. My job is to simply help you understand how this character performs on a very basic level. I'm taking what I would know as a fighting game player, and I'm breaking it down for you in this game specifically because it is a very solid mixture of a traditional fighting game and an arena fighter, and there are mechanics that apply from both categories that need to be taken into effect. I know a lot of the traditional fighter stuff, the footsies, the neutrals. I'm still learning how to play the arena fighter the same way that you guys do. So it's kind of like a balance of learning and understanding, right? Anyway, I can't say my usual outro because it's inappropriate for YouTube. Smell you later.